This is NBR Today. An auditor has pleaded guilty to charges of negligence and incompetence at a disciplinary hearing after an investigation triggered by NBR's reporting in 2016. The accountant was in charge of the annual audit of the New Zealand subsidiary of an overseas listed company between 2002 and 2016. The identity of the accountant, his firm and the audit client was suppressed, at least at this stage, by the disciplinary tribunal of the New Zealand Institute of Chartered Accountants. At the hearing yesterday, which was open to the media, the tribunal was told the case against the accountant was opened after stories were published by NBR in 2016. Those articles alleged the New Zealand subsidiary had inflated its revenue using creative tools such as incorrectly reporting third-party and related-party revenue and recorded unearned income by juggling figures between its core business and its finance arm. A key part of the case against the accountant was the allegation that he failed to identify and or evaluate the significance of his long association with the New Zealand subsidiary and the threat that posed to his independence. The tribunal will deliver its decision in due course, including whether the name suppression remains permanent. Well, the government's proposing to take a more direct role in the tourism industry to ensure the country benefits from increasing visitor numbers without overloading strained infrastructure. In its draft tourism strategy, which is out for public consultation, the government has set out 8 key priorities. It also announced that the estimated $80 million a year income from the new international visitor levy will be split 50-50 between tourism and conservation. I asked Tourism Minister Kelvin Davis, just how do you balance tourism with the environment?
That's one of the challenges, and we're doing okay, but of course myself and Minister Sage, the Minister for Conservation, are working very closely together. And someone actually said today, when they looked at this, the strategy itself, they said, seeing the MB logo and DOC logo together on this booklet, they said it's a first and it's wonderful to see. We've got to keep making sure that we continue to engage and work well together. And DOC can lead us on the environmental side of things, making sure we keep enhancing the environment. We've got to protect our natural heritage, our cultural heritage and our historic heritage as well.
Spark is turning to the courts to secure rights over the name Spark Sport. The telecommunications giant is suing Why Not Management to prevent it from launching an online sports equipment retailer called Spark Sport. Spark, which spent $20 million to change its name from Telecom in 2014, signalled its intention to create a standalone sports media business, adding football rights to its Rugby World Cup 2019 rights secured in April. The case had an initial conference behind closed doors in the High Court at Auckland today. Spark confirmed the case, but would not comment further. 36 lobbyists have swipe card access to Parliament, and the Green Party wants their names put on a public register. Many are representatives from the various political parties in Parliament, contractors and government officials. But Greens co-leader Marama Davidson says her party would like parliamentary access for lobbyists to be revoked so everyone has equal access. She believes a register of lobbyists will help reassure the public their interests are being looked after.
We don't want to end up having to drain the swamp at all, and so it's just about having a system where public can have confidence of who is saying what to whom.
Medicinal cannabis startup Hikurangi Enterprises denies it counted its seedlings before they flowered when it lured unwitting investors in on the basis of a deal that hasn't gone ahead. The company, which was the first in New Zealand to secure a license to cultivate medicinal cannabis, announced at the beginning of the year it had signed an agreement to work with Rhizo Sciences. That's a Seattle-based cannabis industry development and distribution company. Hikurangi used the deal to appeal to institutional investors through an investment broker and then retail investors through a $2 million equity crowdfunding campaign via Pledge Me into Waiapu Investments. However, NBR has discovered that the Rhizo deal was never set in stone and has since fallen through. Hikurangi Managing Director Manu Caddy has yet to inform investors, but says he will do so in the next few days. He also says they made it clear that the deal was only a conditional contract and it couldn't guarantee what the price and production time frame would be. To tomorrow now. And as if being an All Black legend, mental health advocate and wine merchant is not enough, Sir John Kirwan is adding another string to his bow, tech entrepreneur. watch out for our video interview with him. So for more on that and other stories, head to our website. Enjoy your evening.
To unlock your 2 free articles a week, head to nbr.co.nz.